Hello, hello! It's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to my 12 Days of Christmas in July video series. We are halfway. This is the halfway point. We are on day 6 of this daily video series, unboxing a gift from the 12 Days of Christmas gift box and sharing a project using that gift. And I'm so happy you're here. Day 6, let's see, it is Wednesday, July 30th, 2025. And yeah. It's gonna rain. It's been a busy morning. I was helping out with our marching band camp longer than I expected to be out there. So I'm hot and I'm tired, and we're gonna keep today's project pretty quick. We've had some longer projects. We've had some fun fold cards where we've just taken our time. And so today's project is gonna be much shorter in comparison. And I have some boxes that are coming today to send out a few more packages for 12 Days of Christmas in July. A few more of you are participating, and I'm so excited to send you a box of goodies. I think I do have like one more box that isn't spoken for. So I think I keep saying that because I think it's spoken for and then it's not. But anyway, if you are interested, join the waitlist, tinyurl.com/JulieGiftBox. I will send you an invoice if I've got one for you. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. But I'm so happy to be sending out the last few boxes. And probably the people who are participating late probably aren't watching because they don't want to spoil the surprise. Or maybe they are, and they are spoiling the surprise. I don't know. But I'm glad that you guys are here, whether you're watching live or the replay. This is actually not the gift, but it's the packaging because I don't have an extra one of these today. I did not choose these products very well. So let's see if you have any guesses. It's another large package. It's 12 by 12. Which gives it away. But guess which kind of large paper is inside this package? I'll give you a hint. It's inside the annual catalog. And I'll give you a second hint. It's not regular designer series paper. Okay, time's up. Today's gift number 6 is, drum roll please, the Irresistible Designs 12 by 12 specialty paper. Now this is one of those papers that have UV coating on it that mimics a clear embossed image. And we've had some papers like this before, so this is another version. I don't know how well you can see in the light, but they have these clear images. We've got flowers and leaves and a plaid background. Are you able to see these okay? Like a little bit. So the idea is that you can add color to these papers using different products like the sponge daubers that we played with yesterday, or blending brushes, or spritzers, or even stamping on them, or direct to ink. So here's an example in the catalog on page 116 where they're using a blending brush and kind of bringing out that design. So we're going to do something similar with the blending brushes today and kind of bring out the design of the flower paper. And this, like I said, it does mimic a clear embossing. So if you're not familiar with the heat embossing technique, this would be the same result that you might have if you use the Versamark ink and stamped your image and then put clear embossing powder on it and heated it to make a raised image. So if you don't have this paper at home, you can mimic this technique by doing a clear emboss layer on your cardstock, and then you can add the ink over it like we're going to do. So this paper is awesome because it kind of skips that step. So if you don't have embossing and that whole thing, you can still kind of play with some of those clear emboss techniques. So let's jump in because I literally just had these 3 6x6 pieces. I didn't cut anything ahead of time, but I've played with these Irresistible papers before. We've had, like I said, many versions over the years. Oh, Bling Bling saying that she says, I love the wrapping. Can you share where you can find them? Most of the wrapping things that I get are on Amazon. Sometimes, like in the case for today, they are just like they're meant to be mailers, and they're sort of just that like vinyl kind of plastic. I don't love the plastic. I try to use a lot of paper bags. And so a lot of them are just like paper treat bags that I found on Amazon. So like the polka dot ones and the striped ones, there's some craft ones. And then wrapping paper. Sometimes I get it locally. Sometimes I get it online because you know what? Nobody local has Christmas paper in the middle of July. And I try to go with the same color scheme. So usually the packages are red and green, and I have brought in some like black and craft as well, just because I need to get a variety in there. But yeah, look for treat bags. Those are the keywords on Amazon. Look for like mailers. I use a lot of those too. And then I just print the number stickers on little round labels. All right, we are going to cut this down to 2 3/4 by 5 1/2. It's going to go over the center of our card. We're using the flower one, although I really did kind of go back and forth about stamping flowers over the plaid. That would be really pretty. We'll see. I think we just are going to get through one card today, but maybe we'll bring that out and do that for another project later in our video series. So this is 2 3/4 by 5 1/2. I'll bring the measurements for you and put it in the video description. I'm really excited because I just learned yesterday that Stampin' Up! Is going to have a sale on in color products starting August 5th, which is 1 week from yesterday. So that's super exciting. So look for this starting August 5th, 15% off in color products. That's going to include ribbon, ink pads, re-inkers, designer paper. I'm not sure exactly what else is included. I assume like cardstock and some things like that, but we'll find out when the sale goes live on August 5th, 15% off. So if you still need like your Stampin' Blends, your re-inkers, actually I don't think I ever bought re-inkers besides cloud cover. So this is a great time to stock up on your favorite 2025 to 2026 in colors. Those colors include Cloud Cover, Secret Sea, Darling Duckling, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger. So I thought today I would use some of the in colors. I'm going to use the warm tones. I have Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, and Darling Duckling ink pads to go with our blender pens. And then I'm trying to use some new product and showcase some things. And I think that this one kind of went under the radar a lot. It's called Sentimental Framing, and it was released in May in the online exclusives. It's a bundle. I'll link up to this flyer so you can check it out, but it's here on page 4 at the top where the bundles are. Let me show you this bundle. So it includes a stamp set of sentiments. It's a photopolymer stamp set, a lot of great sentiments to put inside your cards with some nice script. So we've got a little mixed font here. I'm so grateful, thinking of you. I'm happy we've shared them together, from laughs to tears, wishing you all the best. You make everything feel all right, thinking of you, love you, our friendship is full of memories I treasure the most. I'm so grateful. And then you could add to have you in my life. You make my day that much brighter and my love for you that much stronger. There are no words to fill the void, but know that I am here. Through it all, you've always been there for me. So we're going to use the Sentimental Framing stamp set and the Sentimental Framing dies. Check out this. This is like heavy metal right here. We have some very large dies, and many of them are frames or other rounded rectangles. So this one actually is interesting because it did cut out. Oh, nope, I think I cut something in the middle. That's what that was. Okay, so the big die cuts the big one, and it's got some detail on here. Let me grab my poker. I didn't punch them all out, but it does have some die cut detail as well as some stitch detail. And they're kind of this really fun, almost like dainty vintage sort of frame. I think that they would be fantastic in scrapbook pages, but also just to frame out your card. I think this would be such a lovely, lovely frame for that. So I've done my frame in white. We have different sizes. I'm actually not using the big one. I am using the long skinny one. So we have some frames and we have some labels. several different sizes, including a long little border here. And this one has a piece that comes out the middle. And then this one, I really like that one. Just kind of a little detail on the edges. And then there's also a little square as well. So I'm going to use this one on my card today, but I just wanted to show you because I had not used this bundle. I think I used the Thinking of You on one card, but I hadn't used the dies until today. So this is my excuse and my my reason to get out some of these products that I have and haven't used yet. So we're going to start by adding some color to the Irresistible Designs designer paper. And I did get out some of the blender pens. So we are going to do kind of like an ombre with the lightest color, and then we're going to go into the orange, into the pink at the bottom. And so I think I'm going to start with the orange in the middle, and I'm just planning to do like 1/3 of each color. And so when you're doing this, you can use the sponge daubers like we had yesterday. You can use the blending brushes. You can use the big one, the small one, and just kind of go off the edge and then just blend, blend, blend. And look at that design just pop out. Isn't that cool? I love this. This is the same technique, like I said, if you were doing a clear emboss resist, this is the same kind of technique. You would get the same color. So I'm gonna have it dark in the middle and then blending out towards the other colors. And I have a different blending brush for each one of those colors. And this is Darling Duckling. I had this dream, I think it was a dream last night. I must have been like in the early morning hours when I was like starting to wake up, and there was some kind of dream where there was like in color stuff like in a box, and I was taking it or picking it up. Like it just came back to me all of a sudden, and it was like this treasure, this treasure of beautiful in color products. But these colors really are so pretty together, and they're so very summery. Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, and the last one is Strawberry Slush. And so we're gonna add some of that at the bottom. And maybe I should have done a yellow in the middle, but I thought it would be kind of nice going like light to dark. Can overlap and blend where those colors meet. Oh, so pretty. And I'm just blending, blending, blending. If you feel like it is still staying on there, you could use a tissue or a cotton ball to kind of wipe your ink off of the embossed design. I think most of it's coming off with the brush as I'm doing it though. Oh, so perfectly summer, isn't that just gorgeous? So I'm gonna layer this on some Darling Duckling, and then I am going to have our sentiment come across like this. I was worried about covering up one of the colors. So I wanted to bring that color in with some ribbon behind the sentiment. And maybe this one is too long. Does that cover up too much? I think if we have it like in between two of the colors, either high or low, that it will be, I think it will be okay. I'm liking it low. And the sentiment I've picked out is I'm so grateful. And my thought was that I would do, you guys, you can vote on this. Tell me what you think. I was thinking that I would do the Strawberry Slush because it's the darkest color, and I usually choose darkest colors for my sentiment, but I'm wondering if I should use the orange because the ribbon behind it will be orange. So give me a quick vote. Timid Tiger or Strawberry Slush for our sentiment, which is going to go across the label here. And of course, we can do another opposite color or all the colors here with the flat pearls. These are the 2025 to 2027 in color flat pearls. I have multiple packages. It looks like that I've stuffed into the same thing, but it just comes with one sheet and it comes with all the in colors. So I think we'll use maybe a combination. I don't usually do a combination, but I kind of like that idea. Oh, you guys are really torn. I am seeing more oranges, I think, though. Norma says orange, Heather says orange. CJG and Junior, am I reading that right? Says Timid Tiger. Bonnie says Strawberry Slush. Honeybee Hives, Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, Lori, Susan, Valerie. Yeah, I think Timid Tiger wins. Okay. I won't fight you guys. Oh, I think either one would be good. Like, there's not a wrong choice here. So if you want to make this card at home with Strawberry Slush, you know that's gonna look awesome too. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay, tell me, of these three colors, I know I don't have the blues in here. So of the three colors, Darling Duckling, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger, which of the three do you favor? I think when we ask about all the in colors, so many of you are like blue, 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 because honestly, the blues are my favorite too, but these colors are so pretty on their own. Let's get out our scissors and we'll cut our ribbon. And I'm just going to kind of back and forth, like almost a little figure 8 here with our ribbon. And I can always cut it down just a smidge. I think that's going to be good. Timid Tiger. Susan says Strawberry Slush. Yellow in general is your least favorite. I feel like yellow is a color that I don't use a lot. I don't know that I don't like it, but I just feel like I don't reach for it. But I love it as a sunny, bright, and happy color. Darling Duckling has like a very interesting tint to it. It's kind of a green yellow, and I want to like it more than I do. I don't dislike it, but I struggle sometimes a little bit with it. All right, so this one, if you remember, was 2 3/4 by 5 1/2, and I went just a 1/2 inch bigger. So this one is 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'll have the measurements for you, but I want to make sure that my label goes across both of them and still like hangs off the edge a little bit. So you can adjust those if you don't like such a big brim here, and maybe I'll trim that just a little bit. Like it is a little bit wide on each side, so maybe I'll go like 3 1/8. So it's like just barely anything, but it just tightens that up just a smidgy. I like that a little bit better. And we're just going to layer that together. Now, if you don't like to waste paper, you could punch something out from the center of that yellow because most of it gets covered up. So if you want to kind of reduce some bulk on your card. Quick and easy, clean and simple today, but this technique really makes this card such a wow. It's so pretty and colorful. Making sure that gets on there good. I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals to add the label, and I did some tear and tape to hold that ribbon down. Sometimes I don't tell you and I just start doing things, so sorry about that. And we'll add that on either side. I'm going to kind of right in between so we can still see all 3 of those colors. Also, I really like to have it like on, you know, we talk about the rule of thirds with having, instead of being right in the middle, having something be a little bit higher or a little bit lower, kind of breaking the card into 3s. Like that's just more pleasing to our brains and our eyes to have kind of things broken up like that. Now you can add, there's no flower images in this stamp set, but you certainly could add some flowers, or you can color a piece of the designer paper to put in the inside. I might go back and do that when we're all done. Now we just have to bling it up. So let's bring in some of that. And normally I'm such a purist and I do one color or another, but I think with this one, I just want to bring in lots of different colors. And by lots, I mean the three, the three colors that are in this paper. And so I am going to do 5. So let's do, we're going to do the same color inside the grouping. So Strawberry Slush and Strawberry Slush. And then we're going to do Timid Tiger and the Darling Duckling. Should we do Darling Duckling over here on this side? Is that too matchy-matchy? Now I'm thinking maybe we should like mix it up and do like yellow down there. And I don't know. I think I like it matchy-matchy. I'm so glad Susan says she likes quick and easy cards too. Sometimes it's fun to just spend some time making a card like we did yesterday and the day before, but it's also really fun to just kind of make it quick and cute. All right, I think this is gonna be it. I love the way this card turned out. I hope that you did too. I warned you that it was going to be a quick video, and it is. But I can't wait to share it with you again tomorrow. So be sure that you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on the next 12 days of Christmas video. And if you enjoyed today's project idea, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you love about it. Let me know if you're going to try this technique at home. And definitely check out this Irresistible Designs designer paper. If you order before the end of the day tomorrow on Thursday, July 31st, you will qualify for my July project kit, which is going to be celebratory sips. I will give you a peek of those projects which have yet to be designed. I will give you a peek tomorrow night during Thursday night stamp therapy, so be sure to tune in. But if you would like to get that project kit for free, plan to order before the end of the day tomorrow, and then we're going to make those projects together. We're going to do a true virtual online class and stamp together in August and make those cards. So you definitely want to make sure that you've got your kit ready to go, and you can claim your kit by putting in a $40 or more online order in my online store at juliedavison.com/shop. All right, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm having so much fun with this video series, and I appreciate all of your comments in the live chat. It really keeps me going and gets me motivated. So thank you. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I look forward to sharing again tomorrow. I'll see you at 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time.